The incredible things today that will make your purification easier than ever. How to get the absolute best ammunition in the game, perfectly tinkered for whatever gun you're running, and a little bonus. First, the purification, and I'm so angry with myself for not figuring that out earlier. Step number 1 is going to your resonator and you're putting one single tier 1 Cortex in, and you start the purification. This will allow you to find out where the enemies spawn. These are the 3 corners our opponents are coming from. And the interesting part is if you let the tier 1 event completely run down, but don't pick up the reward, it will not even count towards your weekly purification limit. The most important part being here that these spawn points are fixed. So once you get this figured out, they will not change anymore. You can move your base with an overhauled design into the other corner of the map. Then we're building a tower of ascension right between the 1, 2, 3 spawn points. That would be gun turrets at the bottom, resonator in the middle, ground unit tower, flyer tower, bigger flyer tower in case that gigantic Birdman comes. Protect your generators, which are close to the deviation energy with a wall, and then build a little tower that we can actually stand on top on to snipe to every corner of the map. And as a last finishing touch, we're going to put down the truck with 2 towers on. And yes, they are shooting even though you don't see the animation, as you can put your pickup with towers on next to the other spawn point to protect your base bonus and make sure that no stragglers just go for your base. And like this, you'll never fail a purification again. We straight up did 40 tier 3s after testing out the spawn points, and it was an absolute cakewalk. Now I'm already anticipating the 2 questions you're going to be asking. First, how do you have this insane production running and the power for the tower? And second, where do we get all these Cortexes from to every single week be able to purify 40 tier 3 ones? Easy answers. For power, we have all of these guys wired together and then they're connected to this pylon here. I can turn them on or off when I need it, as my complete production is also wired to this pylon. I turn the production off, I turn the towers on, and vice versa, as I'm going to be doing the invasion. And to the topic of tons of Cortexes for the next invasions to come, we're going to pull out our friendly interactive once human map. This is the Blackfell oil fields where we're next to, and Blackfell city. Then let's activate bosses and elites. That's 1, 2, 3 possible Cortexes, and another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now as you're going through this, you don't want to miss out on all the chests. So we're going to activate the storage crates, the gear crates, and also the weapon crates. Yes. That's what you could in one single rotation loot, then wait for the respawns of the chests or go to a teleportation tower and do it again. That's my favorite farm route that essentially is netting me all these tons of Cortexes. Now let's talk about the best ammunition, and it is this special lethal tungsten ammo. This one, for example, does not only give me 15% damage per shot. No, it's 25% damage when Fortress Warfare triggers. So 40% more damage just from my bullets. I do use them for Prime Wars, or if I'm really stuck at some hard mode boss, to just boost my damage into oblivion. The first step would be undercrafting to unlock the Advanced Ammunition 3. And it will show you this normal tungsten AP ammo. Now you're going to say this is only purple ammo, that makes no sense, it does damage per shot and psi intensity. Wonder not, you can change the gunpowder into, for example, platinum crystals. And if I change it to platinum crystals, it's Fortress Warfare. But if I change it to electronic parts, we're actually making shrapnel, bounce, and bullseye bonus by 10%. Or if you're going to be going for the Stardust source, we're going to boost burn and frost vortex, and lastly with gold ore, it's shock or unstable bomber being increased. Yes, you can mix and match, update whatever you're crafting this with. And the same, by the way, goes for the solar drill and solar chainsaw. You can build it with aluminium for a 15% yield, but you could also build it with tungsten for 25% and gold for a 40% yield instead. Quite some items actually have the specialty to select something different. Have an eye out for this. Now, talking about your territory defense, if you want to go on the very safe side, there's something called the Orb of Lightning, the lightning in the bottle. You can get plasma from him, and this plasma is not only going to be good for your territory protection, it's also good for the Prime Wars. And we all know why you want to do the Prime Wars, because that is 800 Starchrom, and that would be 1,000 Starchrom. So you can get quite some amazing results here. Now, what you can craft with that resource is lightning in a bottle, used to enhance allied turrets, drones, and portable machine gun towers nearby, increasing the damage by 25% with a 33% chance to trigger power surge. What? It does cost Stardust, and that can be annoying. The best Stardust farm for me personally being right now the Silo Theta, because you do this in 2 minutes and it yields 240 Stardust per run from the bosses. And then if you break down the weapons, that can give you even more potential Stardust and these calibration blueprints. And the Orb Lightning has a chance to spawn all the way Mayor's Market down below where Gaia military base is, right in this building. And the good part is you get this teleporter right next to it. From the teleporter, you could be riding with your bike, but you could also just yeet yourself off the mountain and have enough stamina to straight away just fly over to the Gaia military base. It will take you a second, but then you simply ride back. If it wasn't there, reset, and you can check again. Now I'm landing on these lower rocks so I don't fall down. And then I just simply Skyrim my way up. From here, you make your way around the base, summon your motorcycle in the corner here, because you're gonna jump on top of it. Yeah. We're not going the long way. We're gonna be cheesing the shizzle, because now we're gonna spare ourselves the absolute long run around over the tens, long way up to where you actually want to be, and then inside the main building to your left, you are able to find the Orb Lightning. Oh, there it actually is. Perfect. Very good. Bye, Jimmy. Timmy. And then we're secured. Ta-da! The jump spot was exactly on this marker. Just get your bike in, jump up. With a cart should even be easier. Now, 2 things that you simply need to know and might blow your mind, because it did for me. First and foremost, when you're actually in your gun menu, you can hover over whatever ability you like, press X, and it shows you exactly what the things do. Just if you do really want to know how things work, what the cooldowns are, that the vulnerability from both sides, for example, lasting for 12 seconds, Fortress Warfare gives you hyper armor for 5 seconds, and so on. And then when it comes down to calibration, they're completely random. I was under the impression that the calibrations are set to a degree, but they have a range. What we're talking about is that the crit rate here, 9.4%, could be 9.4 or 7.2. But what I found out yesterday is that the reload speed 150% calibration can actually be weak spot damage, it can also be elemental damage, and it can be even more elemental damage. But the actual bottom rolls are completely random, which means if you're looking for the rapid shot calibration for the sniper, it can be crit and elemental damage. And I thought it was always stuck at elemental damage. Well, finally, I've been finding more things that actually do have weak spot damage, crit damage, weak spot damage. So slightly better things that I have already. Sadly, this is completely random and you can't actually force it. So if you want to have more calibrations, bang your head against the securement silo theta, get 2, 3, 4 weapons per run if the weapon crates are actually active. But you always get at least 2 from everyone, because the bosses drop a legendary and sometimes even a ping weapon together. So could be up to 3, 5 weapons per. And if you now want to know every single way to actually earn Starchrom that you can buy yourself or gamble whatever weapon you would like, there's a video for you that breaks it all down. Enjoy and have a fantastic good day. Thank you for watching.